This video will help you learn how to regroup when you add. For example, the problem 14 plus 8. That problem requires us to regroup. Let's take an easier problem, a problem that does not force us to regroup. Instead of 14 plus 2, let's look at 4 plus 2. I think we all know the answer to 4 plus 2. We can show the problem like this. 4 cubes plus 2 cubes equal 6 cubes. 4 plus 2 equals 6. 4 plus 2 equals 6. That's an easy problem to solve. But let's take a look at what's going on behind the numbers. So remember that you do not need to regroup when you have the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 in the ones place. And when we added 4 plus 2, our sum is 6, and 6 is within the range of 0 through 9. So we do not need to regroup. And another way of saying that is that 6 is a single digit. It's in the range of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a single digit, and it can sit by itself in the ones place. Just a reminder from the regrouping video that you already watched. We have a problem when there is more than one digit in any place value. So in this example, if we try to write the number 10 in the ones place, we have a problem because there are 2 digits in the number 10. Remember what you learned in the last video. You need to regroup when there are more than 9 in any place value. In this example, you have 11 cubes in the ones place. So we will need to bundle up or collect 10 cubes and move them into the tens place. Again, here's how it looks. When you collect 10 of the 11 cubes and you move them into the tens place, the rest stay in the ones place. So in this example, you have 1 left over, and it stays in the ones place. In summary, when there are more than 9 in the ones place, regroup. So if you have 10, 11, 12, 13, or any number bigger than 9, you will need to collect 10 and move it into the tens place. So let's go back to the problem 14 plus 8. This is a problem that requires us to regroup because the sum is greater than 9. When you add 14 plus 8, the answer or the sum is 22. So 22 cannot sit in the ones place. What can we do? Well, here you see 22 cubes in the ones place, and I've put them into groups of 10. So you have 2 groups of 10, and you have 2 ones left over. So you see sometimes you have more than one group of 10 that needs to move into the tens place. And here you can see we have 2 groups of 10 that need to go into the tens place. So here's how the picture looks now. We have 2 10 sticks in the tens place, 10 plus 10, and we have 2 ones in the ones place. So that makes a happy picture. But when you go back and you look at the numbers, 14 plus 8, you see we need to do something about the answer 22. We cannot have 2 digits sitting in the ones place. Because we separated two 10 sticks and put them in the tens place, we now move that 2 into the tens place. You see in the answer is still 22, but the first 2 equals 20 because it's 2 tens, and we write it in the tens place. And the other 2 stays in the ones place because it shows the 2 ones. So here's an important page to sit and study for a moment. We started out at the top of the page with 14 plus 8 equals 22. And we wanted to show that on the place value chart. So we put 22 in the ones place, and that gave us a sad face. So what can we do? Well, we regrouped. We took 2 10 sticks and moved them out of the ones place, put them into the tens place. So we pulled out 2 groups of 10. And so 14 plus 8 equals 22, but so does 20 plus 2 equal 22. And when we write it that way, you see we have 2 tens plus 2 ones, and we write 1 2 in the tens place and the other 2 in the ones place to show 22. So the really important thing to understand about what's going on is simply this: 14 plus 8 can be rewritten as 20 plus 2. And when you write it as 20 plus 2, I think it's very clear that 2 10 sticks belong in the tens place and 2 ones stay in the ones place. That's it for now, but wait. Watch the coming attractions. This part is a silent movie, but if you look carefully, I bet you can figure out what's going on. Meow.